Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Destiny and I do cozy vlogs. Welcome to Destiny's Yarn Garden. So today we have a lot to do. So I need to do a yarn reorganization and I have so much yarn. It's literally insane. I've got 3 buckets, which I'll show you in a minute, and we need to organize it. We need to wind it. So I have my yarn winder right here, which I'm excited to use. I don't use her too often, but my yarn is out of control. So we are going to be organizing it, but we also need to make sure that we are keeping these colors and stash them away, because these are for an upcoming blanket that I'm making for my mother-in-law. Very exciting. I like these colors. Aren't they so cute together? They're so pretty. I love them. Earthy colors for sure. Anyway, so we gotta make sure that we separate these out, because I think I'm gonna need at least one more ball of each in order to complete this project. I kind of just made these so that I could see what the colors look like together and that they meshed well together, which they do, which is great. So with all that said, let's get started on this cozy vlog. And also, if you like cozy vlogs, think about subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to like and comment. All right, let's get started with this horrible yarn organization, because my yarn is insane. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we have some problems. We have so much yarn. We've got this big bucket right here, and we've got this bucket. They're all falling out. And then we also have a giant cardboard box, also full of yarn. So we really have a lot to do. I have decided that anything that is still completely packaged, that we're just gonna keep it that way. We're not even gonna bother winding that. But if it's kind of used, we are going to wind it up. So this is gonna be a lot of work. This is gonna be a couple hours worth of work. I am not looking forward to it, but there's also projects in here. So we're gonna separate out the projects. We're gonna probably scrap out projects that were failed, and we're gonna leave those so that I can unwind them. And if it doesn't work out, I'll have to throw it away, unfortunately, because I have tried undoing projects before and I've accidentally cut the wrong string, which caused it to really unravel everywhere though, and it ended up just being a bunch of little strings. So I'm gonna try my best to keep the yarn intact, and if it doesn't work, then that's unfortunate. But I'm really gonna try to keep it, because I don't like to waste yarn. I don't have money like that. All right, so now we can get started. I think that's all there is, other than separating the good yarn from the bad. All right, let's get started. I haven't been looking forward to this at all, honestly. Like this bad boy, I don't think it's even worth winding, honestly. So I'm gonna start separating out the good yarn that's all intact from the bad yarn that's just an absolute chaotic mess. We're just gonna stuff this in here. You know, I don't even like the color yellow. It's not even a good color. But I am going to be watching some Bailey Syrian while I do this. Lots of fun. I like her, and I like just listening. It's nice. I like her Murder Mystery Mondays. And I know I'm just going on and on because I'm dreading this. This is gonna be a miserable time. All right, let's do the damn thing. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this is we're gonna start taking our intact ones and just kind of setting them to the side, and we'll repack it later because I am not that concerned. However, I think this is one of our colors but it seems to be connected to something. Just a chain. A chain that's stuck. Dang it. Hate it when they get all stuck like this. I guess that's the worst thing about Karen Simply Soft is sometimes frogging is impossible. I know we said we were going to try to save some, but am I that hurt by this amount of yarn? No. Now we're just going to stuff it back in the hole so that we don't just have strings hanging everywhere. But we do need to put this to the side because this is one of our colors that we need to save. So we're going to try to save her the best that we can. Looks like that's going to have to be good enough. Boop. And this is another one. Boop. And this is another color for that blanket. So we're going to set it off with the other ones. Boop. What is going on? Oh my gosh. This is one of my kids' balls. And it they throw it out something and it sticks there. These suckers. Putting that in my yarn. Look at this. What the hell? Dude. This project sucks. That's okay. We're gonna get through it. It'll be fine. If I just keep smiling through it, it'll feel better. Oh my gosh. It's so tingly. It's fine. We can do this. We can do hard things, even though it sucks. If I could just find the end, that would be amazing. What happened here? Oh my Lord. Of course, we're connected to a project. We have a couple of things connected to this project. Okay. It's fine. We're gonna get through it. We can do this. I let this get so out of control. Insane. Who does this? It's me. I do this. I is the one who does this. I hate when things are legitimately my fault. We're getting somewhere. Look at that. We're getting somewhere. I told you guys we could do this. I knew it. Okay, let's pull this. You guys, we did it. I knew we could. Look at us. Honestly, I might undo that project later. I was trying to make a pie pot holder and she wasn't working out too hot, so... Well, in the process, I ended up tangling this all up. Great. Okay, so I feel like I've been filming this specific one for a while, so let me untangle this, get it all together, and then we'll keep on delving. Never mind. That was easier than I expected. Okay, but we're not going to undo that right now because I don't know if I want to. I might want to keep it and keep trying to make my pie pot holder. I bought a pattern. It wasn't a very well written pattern. I bought it off of Etsy. I was real disappointed in it. We'll talk about that another day though. Okay, next yarn. This one is going to need to be winded up. We're going to need to wind her up. But she is stucky in this big old mess. You know, I wanted to take a nap today. Instead, I was like, let's go through the yarn. Let's just do it. Should have chosen the nap. This is long. Is this the yarn that's the bulk of the problem? What is this now? more? What is going on? Oh, I had 2 of them. I didn't know that. So it might be this yarn that's like the huge bulk of the problem. I see. Because they're all tingly together. And they're the same colors, so it's hard to differentiate what is what. Okay, so I'm just basically going to separate this out, and then I will get back to you guys when I get to the part where I'm going to wind. Because we're going to have a lot of yarn to wind, and it's going to be so satisfying. How exciting. Very excited for that. I think yarn winding is probably like the funnest part of yarn organization. Also, finding yarns that you forgot that you had. That's another one that I love it. I love it when I find a good yarn that I haven't seen in so long. Okay, so I will be back and let's get the show on the road. We did it! So, I have only 2, you can't see in here, 2 rolls that are decent that I could save. And we didn't have as much waste as I thought we were going to, but I just used a bag that I got from Michael's. So I'm just gonna keep my scraps in here. Some of these, like, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that? Nothing. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with that. So it goes in here. This is now stuffing for amigurumis because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with these little shits that I have, you know? Unless you guys have ideas, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with that. So it's amigurumi stuffing now. And I separated out all my yarn. There are so many that we have to wind. So we're gonna get started on the winding portion because I'm gonna do 1 bucket at a time. If I do any more than that, I fear things are gonna get messy. So we are gonna start winding these up and organizing them. So I do have some like burnout blanket stuff, and that's gonna go in this big old bucket because that's what I want it to be. All my regular string is gonna go in this bucket. I'm hoping that I can just like stack them and be fine so that I can separate out my other yarn, which I have one that we also need to wind of that one. This big old chunky mess. So we wind now. So I think I'll just start with this and we'll move on from there. So I do also want to mention, because I think it's mention worthy, I have like 2 of these and I have like 3 of these. I'm going to tie them together. I'm going to do a magic knot, stuff them all together, and make one big ball because I am sick of having like 12 different colors of stuff that I have cut and rewinded, and I'm done with it. We're done. We're turning a new leaf. I am a new destiny after this. So I do want to mention why my yarn gets like this because, look, sometimes I have like little pieces that hang out of the box and it's no one else's fault, it's mine, honestly. And my dog runs through them and then it kind of gets tingly and I just shove it back in the box and then it gets even more tingly and then that cycle just keeps going on and on until I get to this point where I'm just reorganizing. That's the cycle that we're in. But no longer will we have that cycle. I don't want to do this again. At least I don't mind the yarn organization as much as I don't want to have to undo everything and rewind it and untangle. I hate untangling. Detangling is the worst. So we are going to get started on our winding, and hopefully it doesn't take me a million years, but there is a lot, guys, a lot. I don't even know how I'm going to accomplish all this today at least, but we're going 1 bucket at a time. I think if I separate into more manageable pieces that we can get it done quickly and easily. I hope. I sure do hope. All right, that's enough stalling. Let's do this thing. So I'm back and I finished one bucket and I've been doing this for like 4 hours. That's like a long time. So I finished one bucket. We need to move on to the next, but I might end up doing that tomorrow because I've been literally doing this all day long. Oh, and on a side note, I think this yarn is hideous, but if you have any ideas on what to make with it, let me know because I think this is ugly. I do have another one of these. It's somewhere in these bins, but I don't know what I should make with it. Someone told me on TikTok that it looked like bacon, and now I can't unsee it, so it's the bacon yarn. I don't know. I think it's ugly. Let me know what you think and what I should make with it because I don't know. This thing is ugly. I'm not a bright colored girly, honestly. I am a fall girly, and I like these colors. Gorgeous. I like this color. Gorgeous. Also, side note, like this is super soft yarn. It's very thin though, if you can see it. Very thin yarn, but absolutely gorgeous. And I'm already taking it apart somehow. Just put it together. It's falling apart. It's very thin though and very soft, very silky. I only have 2 of these. You don't have very much of it, so I don't even know what I'll make with this, but it's cute. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about my ugly yarn and what I should make with it. So let me know, and I might do more. I don't know. I'm kind of miserable doing this. I just want to crochet. I don't want to do this anymore. This is a lot of work. But it's my own fault, so I can't even be mad about it. That's the worst part. Okay, well, I will come back and talk to you guys when I have finished the next box so we can chat about the yarn. I also wanted to mention that I don't like this yarn. It's scratchy, it's gross, it's got like the grossest texture of any yarn that I have. I hate it. I don't know what to make with that either. Maybe a bag, maybe something that's not touching my skin because it is rough, like scratchy. And then I also had this cotton yarn. This stuff makes my nose itch. Everything, it's cotton yarn. Everything that, every time I touch it, it like flakes off onto my hand. It gets my nose and my eyes when I crochet with it. Just a miserable time, but I have so much of it. I got it on sale one time. I was proud. I was very proud. It was like $3 per one. But, oh, maybe it was less. I don't remember. But I really thought it was going to be so much better than it was. And now it makes my nose itch. So I don't know what I'm going to make with it. All right. Let's catch up after I finish this next box. I'm probably going to be a little less dramatic about it just because filming every single one of those is kind of hectic. But it's okay. So I will see you guys after I finish the next box. Then we'll talk about some yarn I found in there. Maybe I'll find something cool. I think it's really fun to do this because you can find some yarn that you haven't seen in a while. And you're like, oh, I remember that. And then you can get inspiration from it. So just a tip. If you ever go through your yarn, just go through your stash. You might get some inspiration from yarn that you haven't seen in years. All right. Now, I will see you guys after I finish the next box. I'm going to start. So I finished this one. Holy cow. So much yarn. I didn't put in here like the ones that were already packaged. I have a couple of them, but I was thinking I could just put them in a different box and maybe put them all together depending on how much I have. We'll see. All right. See you after the next box. Oh yeah. This is the next box. Oh, there's that other bacon yarn. There she is. Ugly little yarn. But it's okay. we'll find something to do with her. I also wanted to show you guys all the projects I found in these boxes that I've just been hiding away. As you can see, one is right here. I do wear it sometimes. I just end up putting it back in here, and I don't really know why I don't just put it with my other clothes like it's special. So, all right, now moving on. We're on day 2, and I'm starting to regret this. This is a lot. Man, I had so much stuff in my room when I was sleeping, and it was kind of bothersome. I don't like a cluttered room, and it was very cluttered. So, we're still going through the box. I really didn't get that much done last night. I thought I was going to, but I just ended up doing a bunch of other stuff, but oh well. Now we are getting back to it. So we have quite a few things that I'm just not going to wind up like this. I'm probably just gonna undo this weird little project I had going on and then just roll it around because it's becoming a lot. Each one that I roll up takes me 10 to 20 minutes depending on how big it is. Like something like this would take me probably 30 to 40 minutes just to wind. That's why we're not winding up things that are packaged. But something like this also may take me, 20 to 30 minutes just for the fact of detangling. It's taking forever is my point. It's a long, long time. But we're getting through it. It's a lot. Or like this. Probably not gonna, damn it. Might wind it up, honestly, just because of that. But probably not gonna wind this one up. I don't really like this yarn. My friend got it for me to make her something with, and I made her little cats. So a lot of my yarn has memories, I guess. Sentimental value yarn. And but I don't really like the texture for anything else, or the color for anything else. I thought it was really sweet that she bought me yarn, and I was really happy that I made her and her daughter something, but also what do I do with it now? I used it. I don't like it. What do I do with it? So much stuff. Here is a color I love though. Look at all that. So pretty. So fall. I love it. But yeah, I'm still going through with a lot of these yarns and just trying to figure it out. Still haven't rolled up the second bacon yarn. Dang bacon yarn's just hanging out. But we are slowly but steadily figuring it out. And also what do I do with this? I'm obviously I'm going to connect these two, but just what would I do with it if I didn't have the other one? I have all these little yarns and I don't know what to do with them. Also, just want to let you know, there's a lot of dead bugs in this and it's kind of disgusting. I don't care. I live dirty sometimes. I don't know. I haven't gone through this yarn in a couple years, so it's fine. Like these, I'm not gonna wind them. All right, well, I will update you guys when I am done with the box, but I just wanted to let you guys know I'm still doing this and it's taking forever and I'm getting kind of miserable doing it. It's like that ADHD kind of vibe where, you get the gumption to do something and then halfway through you lose all motivation and then you're just I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to, but I have to, or it's just going to sit here forever and ever and ever. So I'm glad I have you guys. You guys motivate me to do stuff. All right, that's enough jibber jabbering. Let's get this done. 2.5 hours later, I am done with the second box. So let me show you what I got going on. So in this box, we have all of our yarn we are currently not using for any projects. And in this one, we have, well, I wouldn't say that we have all of our non-used project stuff here. We also have some here, but everything is pretty much packaged. I didn't
wind up these ones because I'm going to use them very soon for that blanket I'm making. And we have like one whip in here, but the rest is all just like packaged stuff other than the yarn that we're going to be currently using, which I put all of those in here to keep them all together. So we're doing something, but man, this is taking me forever. I really hope that this was actually like worth it because man, this was like a lot of time. I think I've done like almost 10 hours of work on this. So, but we're getting somewhere. Now we have our last bucket. Let me bring her out. I'm not looking forward to it. It's taking so long. But these ones have a lot of burnout blanket yarn in it, so I'm hoping it won't take that long. And they don't use the burnout blanket yarn as much. Tofu's here. Here's Tofu, my sweet little companion, who's kind of a grump, but she's perfect, so you can't tell me otherwise. Huh, baby? Okay, you go. You go off. You go do your thing. She's very intrigued in what I've been doing because she never sees me doing this much. She mostly just sits on my lap while I crochet. Anyway, I don't use burnout baby blanket yarn that often. I was making amigurumis a lot when I first started crocheting, but I don't do that anymore. I should, because they're like quick projects, honestly. I find amigurumis really easy. But I've also wanted to expand my closet, so I've been doing a lot of clothing as well lately. Ugh, Tofu. Like I said, allergic to cats, so if I sniffle a lot, that's why. It's Tofu's fault. And now they're in my eye. Ugh, she's such a shitty cat, but I love her so much. I don't know what I'd do without my Tofu. She's adorable. Anyway, yeah. Let me go get the big bucket because I had to move it. It was honestly like inconveniently in the way, and I moved it on top of my bed to like get it off the floor. It was a lot. I'm not looking forward to this one. I'm hoping that'll be quicker though. Okay, let's get it. Here she is in all her glory. Yeah, this is the big one. This is the big problem. Not to mention this basket's kind of broken, so I'm hoping that it's not snagging on stuff. My dog chewed it up. He's kind of a weirdo sometimes. It was when he was a pup, though. He doesn't chew on stuff as much anymore. I gave him bones. He likes to chew on those. Anyway, let's get started on this one. We're done. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I actually went through with this, honestly. Okay, let me show you what we got. Okay, yarns that are balled up and we're not using for anything. So we have lots of future project yarn. How exciting. Okay, then we have some yarns not being used, some yarns being used, but most of these are already packaged. Besides this one with a whip on it, and underneath it we also have another one of these colors. I have 3 of these. So if you guys think of stuff that I could use with this very gorgeous color, let me know down in the comments. Anyway, okay, there is one yarn. Wasn't able to wind this up. Look at this. Look how thick she is. She's so thick that I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna ball her up. But she goes in with the burnout yarn. This is all the burnout yarn that I have.
So let me know some amigurumis I could make, honestly. Okay, waste. This is how much waste we got. Also this. Don't know what I was planning. Don't know what I was doing. Can't undo it. Don't know. Don't know. So stuffing. I have another one, but this is like old yarn. So like this purpley yarn, I'll never forget it. It just, I think the dog ran it over a whole bunch of times. Me and my husband tried for like 4 hours to salvage the yarn, and we just could not. And we called it after a few hours. We were like, we're not doing this. Okay, moving on to whips. Whips. So, ooh, that was part of my project. I was looking for that one. I was making a scarf. Wrong side. I was making a scarf. And it's super pretty. Let me know if I should finish it or what I should do with it. So, like, if you saw this yarn, that is what I needed to finish this, and I just didn't. I was going to make it for my ex-mother-in-law, but I ended up giving her a different one because I found that yarn to be way prettier. So my ex-mother-in-law, she already got her scarf. She was very happy. It was for Christmas, and she loved it. And I was really proud of it. I'd never made her anything, so I thought I should make her something because she was really good to me. She still is. She is a lovely human being. Okay, next, I was making a hat for my son. It's turning out really cute. I made one for one of my sons, and then I was making one for the other one, but he quickly lost interest in even wanting the hat at all, so I just ended up stopping. But I could continue it, honestly. I also think I made it too big for his head. I mean, this would fit my head. My kids got big old heads, though, so let me know if we should finish that, too. I'll have to refine the tutorial. It wasn't so bad, though. I mean, it was going really well. But like I said, don't like to make two of the same thing, so that's who I am as a person. All right. This was supposed to be a sweater. Never finished it, and then proceeded to try to undo it and never finished that either. So I guess I just don't finish things. Whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, honestly. I don't know. Now, random granny square with no end sewn in. Don't remember what this was for, to be honest. It's cute, though. Maybe I was just practicing granny squares, but yeah, turned out all right. She's thick, though. Like, I used 2 strands of yarn for everything, and wow, she is a thick girl. All right, another scarf, half made. Never finished it. Really cute, though. I like this color. Cute color. I don't know what I'm going to do with this either. Don't know if I'm going to finish it, but we'll see. I should just do a video where I finish all these whips. Maybe. Put it in the old memory machine. Okay. Now we've got scrunchies galore. Look at this. Cute. I really like this color. It's really pretty. Okay. And then we've got this one. This is the same color I used for my ex-mother-in-law's scarf. It's a pretty color. I told you it was pretty. And then we got a scrunchie, the same color as the scarf. Unfinished, obviously. Okay, this is a finished piece I did. I was really proud of it. This was my Valentine's Day shirt that I made. It turned out super cute. It's really hot in my room, but I'll try it on. Ugh. Look how cute and fun. I like it. I think it's pretty. I like this lacy detail, but she is thick, so if I want to wear this in winter, I will be never cold. All right. Get that off.
because it's hot and it has tofu hairs all over it, so it's all over my face now. What fun. Okay, this was a blanket, corner to corner method. Didn't work out because it didn't. It was like weirdly narrow down here. It was just like a big triangle. So now it's a cat blanket, but then Tofu only likes to use blankets that I'm actively crocheting or actively using. So my ghosty blanket, she loves that thing, but I think it's because I actively use it. And yeah, when I was crocheting it constantly, I'd leave it on the couch in my living room, on my seat, and every morning that I come out to start working on it, she'd be laying on it. And I'm like, oh, you're so cute, and I don't want to move you, but I need to work on this. So yeah, Tofu only likes active crochet stuff or stuff I'm using. Next, we got this gigantic beach bag. Adorable. This one's finished. I like using it for trips. I can fit so much stuff, like literally fit my entire arm in this thing, almost up to the shoulder. That's crazy. But it's cute, functional, fun. I love it. Then I have, this cute little sleeve mesh thing I made. Let me put it on for you. I do wear it sometimes for my videos. I always put it back in here, and I don't really know why. I need to stop doing that. My yarn is not a placeholder for clothing that I've made. All right. I think she needs to be blocked because I don't like whatever dealio goes on right here. But I do think it's super cute. Isn't it cute? I love it. I really like it. So, expanding my clothing. Next, you guys saw the blue purse. Love the blue purse. Only problem is, didn't put on the strap right, so it's twisty. I designed this myself though. I think it turned out cool. I didn't follow any tutorial. I made it up and I just kept on going. I like it. Even if the strap is twisty, oh well. This was a shawl that I made, but somehow, some way, it got messed up right here. I don't even know how that happened. It's like something cut it, chewed through it, but in so many areas. So I don't know. But this was like the cutest shawl ever. It was one of my early projects when I first started crocheting. I really like these colors. I thought they went well together. I never sewed in my ends, obviously, but, you know, sometimes we just don't sew in the ends, and that's whatever. That's how it works. Part of that sweater I was gonna make, I ran out of yarn, so I didn't complete it. Also, it's very scratchy, so I don't see myself even wearing it if I did complete that. Another purse I designed. I didn't like it though. I could have, but I didn't. I could have put a button down there, but I think I made it too perfect. I wish I had I guess I could make like a loop to connect it, but it's just like a little pursey purse. I designed this. It's cute. I like it. I could do a loop and a button. What do you think? Sometimes I just be designing stuff, you know, but I love this. Moving on. This is a bunny I was gonna make my son. Didn't finish it. Don't know why. I think it's because the other kids started piquing interest, and I was like, I don't want to do this because then everybody's gonna ask for one, and honestly, I don't have enough colors to even make something like a preferenced color. Like I have enough to make my youngest son and my eldest son one, but I didn't have the color that I think my daughter would have wanted. She is very specific, and I didn't have enough of the specific color because she likes bright colors, like really bright. Like I feel like she'd love the bacon yarn because I feel like she'd find this pretty, but I don't know what to make, so I don't know. Yeah, unless I present ideas to her, she will never know what she wants me to make. Anyway,
Last thing on the list is my super hilarious sweater. Okay, let me put this thing on for you guys. Gotta figure it out first. I'm pretty sure this is the inside. Oh well, it's fine. You'll get the idea. Okay. Okay. Why this jacket is so funny. Let me stand up for you. You won't be able to see the face, but it's fine. It's because of this. Who the hell doesn't measure their arms when they're making a sweater? It's this gal. It's this face. I didn't measure anything, so I need to take it apart and potentially redo it, but I have just been not in the mood to deal with this thing. So I don't know what to do with her. But this was like a lot of yarn. She was costly, and I feel bad because my husband bought me all that yarn. Anyway, so that is all I have today, and I am so grateful to be done with this yarn. It was a lot, but I'm really proud that I went through with this, and I enjoyed going through this yarn. I found some really cool finds. I found some bamboo yarn that I've been looking for. This stuff, so flippin' soft. I love this yarn. But it's so thin, so I don't know what to make with it. I only have 2 balls. And it's not very much yarn either in it to 100 grams of yarn. I don't know what to make. I could probably make socks with it or something. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching if you have gotten this far. And I will see you guys next Monday. Love you guys. Bye-bye.